This is the Simpit. I'm your host, Sean Cole, and welcome to today's edition of the Pit Stop, where you guys, the pit crew, you are the real star of today's show. Thank you for being here today, and if you are watching this video on the Simpit main channel, I just want to remind you that all live streams, to see it live, you're going to need to go to the Simpit Crew channel on YouTube in order to watch this. You're actually watching a repeat, and be sure, if you're watching on the Simpit Crew channel, be sure to subscribe so that you'll get notifications of any live streams, whether it be the news or racing or anything else we do live. And the Simpit main channel will be there for edited reviews, which we have one coming very soon. I'll talk a little bit about that at the end of the show. So thank you for being here. Happy Thursday to everybody, and things are picking up speed, and we are having a lot of fun. So lots going on here at the Simpit, and we'll tell you all about everything we got going on. But let's start things off with the news today. First thing, I love this, and I need to do this. We've gotten so many streams. We are streaming every single day of the week. I'm itching my beard. I was just yesterday saying it doesn't itch anymore. We are actually streaming every single day of the week at this point. I need to put a good calendar image like this together. I like what Forza did, but here's their streaming calendar. So if you're a Forza Horizon fan, look at this. Tuesday, they've got 2 streams. Wednesday, they got a stream. Thursday, they got a stream. Friday, 2 streams. Sunday, they're doing the seasons change, everything winter. That was on yesterday or the day before yesterday. Yesterday, they did Wheel and Pedals with John Iwana. Thingo Thursday is today, and that's coming up at 10 a.m. Aussie Mayhem and Forza Horizon 3. Tomorrow, they will have at 10 a.m. Hey, watch this, Horizon Fun with pro stunt driver Verena May. Stargirl is the name. So anyway, you'll find this at the Forza Twitter page if you want to just know what entertainment is going on. Sometimes it's entertainment, sometimes it's information, but that's a good thing they're doing, and I'm going to copy them. I'm going to totally copy them. Also, they have a replay of the winter season live stream that they did on Tuesday, so you'll be able to find that if you missed it as well for all you Forza fans. Formula One getting out in public again. This time they're out there with the Force India F1 team doing a specialty day that you can see the Force India car here. They've got their rigs, and once again, what's the problem we see? I see all these controllers, but it's not as bad as last time because look at this. Yep, they do have some rigs with wheel and pedals. So it looks like they just have a massive amount of rigs with controllers, and then maybe, you know, a limited amount with the wheels. But they did a whole thing talking about all the changes. Here's another cover photo for it. This is the book, I believe, that they're the steel cased version, I should say, like the gold edition of it. WRC talking about the next rally itinerary, and this is for Finland, and that starts up today and runs through the 29th. You can see the conditions of the stage, and if you're interested in competing in that challenge, you can check that out at the WRC page. I encourage anybody who has WRC to get out there and go see where you stand on the leaderboard. I played around with one of the race room boards the other day. I didn't do enough laps, so I'm not going to tell you where I was on the board, but I was like Division 5 or something. But I did the, which of the challenges? It was a track I was very unfamiliar with. Can't remember now. It wasn't the Mercedes, it was the other one. Controllers are fast on those twitchy, as you put it, games. iRacing has another video of their July highlights that just came out, so I'm not going to play the whole thing. We'll keep it under 10 seconds. But yeah, just highlights of everything going on at iRacing. Something else you're going to find. You know, they've got their whole media channel, kind of like what we've done here. So you can check that out. Also, they have the highlights from that New Hampshire wild race at New Hampshire that went on the other day. Right on. Oh, so you know the one, Spatial. You know the one I did. I can't remember what track it was. It was a European track off the beaten circuit. I've been there in a different game a long time ago, perhaps. Crew 2 talking about their next monthly vehicle drop. So by the name, you know, I'm very careful to not call things certain things because it implies that it's going to happen every week, every Monday, or, you know, when I call it Monday Fun Day, it almost implies we'll do that every single Monday Fun Day. They're calling it their monthly vehicle drop, so we can only assume there will be a monthly car coming out. But the KTM Crossbow is coming out, and if you have a season pass holder, you're going to get it a week earlier, and that comes out today, actually, and a week for those who just have the regular version of the game. Tom Moo. We saw a Moo car. We saw Tom Jones make a cameo appearance in the Corvette last night. That was fun. GT Planet has a write-up talking about Forza Horizon 3, saying that over 9 million people have played Forza Horizon 3. That almost means every single person in Los Angeles. That means what, a quarter? Was it a quarter of Australia? I saw that quote somewhere. It's like 1/3 or a quarter of all of Australia is the equivalent to 9 million people. Anyway, that is quite successful. 9 million people have played Horizon 3. And that's their off franchise, you know, Horizon versus Motorsport. Tom Jones will be winning tonight's race. Look at that. The gauntlet has been thrown down. Hey, Brandon, how you doing? Excellent. Yeah, Fajita Joe. We'll talk a little bit about the truck series at the end of the show. I don't have any graphics to go along with it, but I'll give everyone a reminder as well. Big email went out to the patron group and those who have expressed interest in the truck series. If you are in the patron group and you didn't get an email from me, then something's wrong with your email or your blocking, and you should contact me by other means. And if you've inquired about the truck series, you should have heard from me as well. And if you didn't, you need to contact me again so I can add you to the list officially. Danny Engels of FA Racing. He's the team manager. So FA Racing, Logitech, Fernando Alonso Racing, G2 Logitech team. Danny Engels is the manager, and the guy is an extraordinary sim racer as well. So he's not just a guy who puts on a jacket and says, I'm the manager. This guy literally is one of the best sim racers on earth. He's just taking the role of being the manager at this point. But a cool video of him. They went to the G2 Army headquarters, which is in Berlin. But they went to Erlebniswerk. I'm sorry. I don't know what that is. And he got to drive in this incredible simulator. So just a little shot there of Danny Engels in that simulator. Also, the Forza announcing the top 1,000 of the leaderboard for round 2 of the online qualifiers is out. So you can check that out if you competed in that one. I'm going to have to... I got to get hit by... I got to find more. I wish they'd increase the day of the week to maybe 8 or increase the hours of the day to maybe 30. That would help me out a ton. Yeah, I just like seeing badass sim rigs. That's all there is to it. Even if it's not even a story, it's like, look at that. I have photos of what you're going to see at Spa. So if you go to Spa this weekend, I know a few of you are actually, and you're going to go to the Informatica section where you're going to find Assetto Corsa Competizione working in conjunction with Fanatec and RC. So look at that. They've got those 49-inch curved monitors. I want one of those so bad. And looking at the dimensions of it there just really makes me think, oh, I have to get that monitor. What am I going to do? I got to get me that monitor. But you can see the new R-Seat S1, the new rig from R-Seat that we're waiting on one here. One is on the way. You can see a Fanatec wheel with the universal hub and the Sparco rim, Fanatec pedals, various different things on display. There are some of the guys, and this is all going on at Spa. I wish I could be there to check it out myself. Pirelli is another one of their partners. Forgot about Pirelli. So that is going on. Again, if you're going to be out there, you're going to be able to be one of the first to hear the announcement date of Competizione. You're going to be one of the first to get to hear when they're going to do their demo. You know, they're going to have an open demo to everybody. So that announcement will also be made. You know, Tom, that's a great point. I would almost, I mean, I've seen it, but I get what you're saying. It's like, to us, that's a bigger deal. Brett, very funny. So, okay, what else we got going on? People ask me about headsets. I got to do some headset reviews. So, we might as well start contacting a few of these guys and try to get them in for review. Let you know what is a good or bad headset. I use a Sennheiser that Joa Antonio actually sent to me. Thank you, Joa. Thank you very much. And it's been really good to me, but it's actually starting to get a little weird where it like one headphone kind of goes down. Hate to break it to you, Baker, but Forza 7 and GT Sport are Sims too, not just hardcore Sims. Yeah, we have, you know, there are various levels of Sim, and there are so many ways to judge them. You know, and if you guys think of that show, I did a cool show, and one of my favorite shows we ever did was Sim Pizza, where we took the best aspect of every Sim and put it together to make the ultimate Sim. So, for example, you could maybe say that Gran Turismo or Project Cars 2 have the best graphics, perhaps. I'm just saying, I don't remember what we voted, but we voted on every category, and then you take it. Who had the best sounds? Who had the best physics? Who had the best graphics? These headphones suck, Jesse. Is that right? They're 20% off. That's the only reason I was mentioning it. They are 20% off, but maybe I wouldn't buy sucky headphones for even 20% off. You own these. Okay. I see a lot of gamers use these headphones. They are fairly popular. YouTube expands its VR app to Samsung's Gear VR device and lets you watch videos with strangers. So just another leap forward in the world of VR, which, depending on who you listen to, I'm hearing very mixed things on VR. I'm hearing a real dive in the usage and the purchasing of VR, but at the same time, the development goes on. I think, again, we might just be to that point where we're waiting on the next gen. So here's a 32-inch. This is Track Racer Refined Gaming talking about the TR 32-inch R1800 curved 144 Hertz FHD gaming monitor, 4 millisecond delay, FreeSync. In Australia for $449. Not bad for a 32 of that level, but just showing you another option available that was sent in to me. This is interesting. PC Gamer has a write-up talking about Samsung. So I have a Samsung phone, and to my understanding, there's an Nvidia chip inside. The brain behind a Samsung, if I'm not mistaken, is an Nvidia chip. Nvidia does more than just graphics cards. But Samsung hired the former Nvidia employee who could be developing their own GPU. So it might be just a matter of time. And when you think of the power of Nvidia, it's not just the graphics cards. It's little chips for other devices, things that you don't even think of at other points in time. But this could be a big move forward for Samsung. And who knows? Maybe we could even see them being into the graphics market even one day. Why not? Why not? Samsung makes everything under the sun. They might as well start doing that. Spatial, I thought Triton was sold off from Mad Catz, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see a big Triton comeback of some sort. Can you overclock your phone? I'm gonna water cool my phone. The thing's running like crap lately. No notifications. How many of you have been annoyed by this? I haven't looked to see the benefits, but Steam now has this new chat feature that, for me, it's really annoying because it's just one more thing that's turning on, and I haven't figured out how to turn it off. I haven't taken the time to figure out how to turn it off yet. But, gosh, man, I'm getting a little, I mean, I guess everybody wants to innovate and push, and then, like, do we expect changes on little things as much as it happens? Like, you know, the next time you turn on whatever program you own and you get an update and you're like, uh-oh, it's going to change all my settings. I'm not going to know how to navigate something that I use. Skype did a big update that, quite honestly, I wish they would roll back to the old one. The old Skype was fine. The new Skype is a piece of junk, in my opinion. Yeah, that new friends list that pops up, and I think it has an integrated chat into it. But it's like, oh, come on, Steam. I don't need more from you. Our deal right now is perfect. But, you know, they got to innovate. They got to push forward. And it's just, is it too far sometimes in places it's not even needed, I should say. PC World has a write-up on the XFX Radeon RX 580 on sale for only $230. That's $40 off, but 270 list price, down 230, not a bad deal. Oh, I read about this on my feed, and this was sent in to me as well. Tech Power Up talking about a couple of deals. So Nvidia is bundling the GTX 1050 Ti and the 1060. I wouldn't run a 1050. Is the 1050 Ti a good card? You guys let me know. Anyway, you buy either of those cards, and they're throwing in a Kingston A400, which is 120 gigabyte SSD. So, not a bad upgrade on the video card itself. True Achievements, who we like to... They're the ones who always get us the list of all of the challenges, all the awards, all the achievements in the games. Anyway, they're doing a giveaway. So if you want to win an Xbox One code for Need for Speed Payback Deluxe Edition, they're giving one away. You just need to complete at least one of the actions in the Gleam app. Gleam's cool. I'm going to do a contest. I'll use Gleam. Last time I did a contest, I used Gleam. But anyway, do any of those. You can get multiple votes by doing multiple things. And Tuesday, July 31st is the deadline. So if you want Need for Speed Payback and you never wanted to pay for it, there's how you can get it for free, perhaps. GT Planet has a write-up on the European PlayStation Store summer sale, up to 75% off of GT Sport. So that is the most modern evolution of GT, including all the upgrades that come with it. Project Cars 2 and more. So if you are a PlayStation gamer and you are looking for the right time, we're right at that time. You're not going to find much of a better deal in life than 75% off, I would think. The guys at Lionheart Racing Series, if you're just looking for some entertainment, tomorrow night, tonight, 10 hours, 32 minutes from now, the PSP Insurance 125 at Mid-Ohio in the Formula 79. Really exciting racing and a great show from these guys. You can find that at the Lionheart Racing Series website, and they have two series, the IndyCar and the 79, Lotus 79 series, but one of the premier leagues. They run a real, I mean, when you go to their website, you would think you were looking at a real-life racing series. You are looking at a real-life racing series. A simulated real-life racing series. MotoGP, well, eSport.MotoGP.com. Bradley Smith shows us Sachsenring. Wait, Sachsenring, is that where... Spatial, is that where that challenge in Race Room was? Was it Sachsenring? It might have been. Anyway, he's showing you how to get around the secrets of Sachsenring. So this is the Red Bull KTM factory driver, Bradley Smith, showing off, and I'm assuming telling you a little bit about the game as he plays. So that could be cool for you MotoGP fans of the coming title. This cracked me up. Forza driver Europa discusses the balance between Forza eSport with the university. So I guess they did some big presentation. And here they are. Here they are in their fancy play seats. Here they are with their name tags. Again, what's wrong with this image? These are the, like, Forza RC invitational drivers doing a presentation. I don't know how they drive or when they use when they normally compete in that. I didn't watch the finals from Seattle or round 1 to find out what they use. But what is this guy got in his hands to be playing Forza? No wheels. Once again, no wheels. I am finding that so annoying. I'm finding it so annoying that this is motorsport eSport. Right up at Red Bull Games. And this is a big deal because, again, what am I always pointing out? I'm pointing out the moments where sim racing is presented to the mainstream world. When sim racing is presented to the gaming world, but in the highest light. You know, we've been a cult. We've been this underground thing. And here's a whole write-up at Red Bull Games talking about sim racing shifts up a gear with Assetto Corsa Competizione. Talking about the quality of the cars, obviously. Look at that beautiful Bentley. Talking about laser scan tracks. I love these laser scanned pictures. But I think what we will find out of Competizione is that, yes, it's a much smaller game than, say, just Assetto Corsa, a smaller game than even maybe Netcar Pro, but a very large game in terms of the quality. You know, you shrink things down and quality control becomes a lot more important and becomes a lot easier to control. So, should be very, very cool. Looking forward to that one, I am. And all you guys going to Spa will get to see it in advance. V-Rally launched a video just today showing off a couple of the different driving disciplines. Oh, look at the old Porsche rally car. That's cool. But yeah, they are showing off a couple of different disciplines from V-Rally 4. And that could be pretty exciting for a lot of people out there. Hello, Corehaven. And let's see, what else? Owning up to my mistakes. Yeah, you know, Corehaven, I think a lot of times we're all human. We all make various different mistakes in life. And it's not necessarily the making the mistake, because maybe sometimes there are circumstances that led you to making a mistake. But I think for all of us, a good life lesson, it's not necessarily what you do, but maybe sometimes it's as much of how you handle yourself. I like to think that I take responsibility for all of my actions in life, across the board. That's something I take great pride in, and I am far from perfect. I get angry, I have meltdowns, I do stupid things, but I usually am willing to acknowledge those things, and I'm usually pretty apologetic about it as well. You know, I wish the whole world would take that attitude sometimes. So that is going to do it for the news. Let's talk about the Simpit real quick. Let me blow through a few things really quick. So tonight, I have my Attack the Track graphic from last night. But last night, we did some practice at Circuit Le Mans. Tonight is the last race of the season for me, because we are going to only be doing Thursdays for the Assetto Corsa season. Next season, we are moving into the Audi TT, and that will begin next week, Wednesday, with Attack the Track in the Audi TT, followed by Thursday, the race. But Fridays are all about the trucks in iRacing. So this Friday, I know it's short notice, but I have been talking about it. This Friday at 6 p.m., we will be racing iRacing. It's going to be a hosted room. It's going to be the Simpit series. So we will have a password on it. You will need to be on the list. So it'll be open to patron guys first, and everybody second. You just need to email me and get me on the list, or get yourself on the list. We are going to follow the exact iRacing schedule. So right now, if you went to iRacing, the C-Class, NASCAR Camping World C-Class Trucks Fixed Series, we are following their exact schedule, which means right now you can go on to iRacing and practice at Pocono, which is where we are, and you'll be able to get up to speed and be able to race with us on Friday night. That way, we always have practice rooms available, and then next week we will do the exact same thing. iRacing changes the track over Monday afternoon, so from Monday to Friday you can practice. We got that going on as well. Saturday, I am filming at 10 a.m. I got a lot of work to do to be ready, but I'm promising you, 10 a.m. Saturday morning for the patron guys, we are going to film live the review of the Next Level Racing Motion Platform V3. That means for all of you, you're going to be able to see that review on the Simpit main channel, hopefully by Monday, the edited version. So the patron guys get to watch it live, get to watch me stumble through my script. You guys get the cleaned up, edited version, but everybody gets the same great review coming out in the next few days, really. I mean, we're already at Thursday. That'll allow us to get going on the AccuForce wheel review, and then we got a lot more in the works as well. Again, if you're watching this, you need to subscribe to the Simpit Crew channel. Click that little notification so we can tell you when a new show is happening. All live shows are going to be done here. If you're watching this on the Simpit main channel, this is a repeat of today's show. You need to head over to the Simpit Crew channel and subscribe, because that's where all live content will be from now on. This channel, the main channel, that, will be for edited content, where you'll find that Next Level edited review as soon as Monday, hopefully. Beyond that, I want to welcome Gerald Patzer to the Simpit map. He is in Saskatchewan, Canada, and up there in hockey country. and we've added him to the list as well. Thank you for being part of the pit crew. Thank you for being here, and thank you to all of you guys for being here, being part of the show, and making it so much fun to be here each and every day. This is the Simpit. I'm Sean Cole, and I'll see you on the track.